Hi, I'm Jeff Schubert, the host of Film Nut, here with a clip from our last live broadcast. Now, speaking of scripts that make you laugh out loud or that affect you emotionally, where do you get them? Do they come to you through agents, managers? How does one...
There is never a problem getting a script. No. There is always a script.
But will you only look at
scripts? There's scripts, 500 of them a day on email. They come from friends, from managers, from everybody and anybody. But so there's never a problem getting a script. But to really answer your question, generally I read scripts only from people I know. It takes a lot for me to pick up an unsolicited script. Right. So, mostly from filmmakers, from actors. A lot of times I get projects that are pet projects of an actor or something like that, or they have told me about it. In the case of Maxwell Bright, that was a filmmaker I had worked with several times. Agents. Get a lot of things from agents, managers, lawyers that I work with, studios, sometimes from studios. It's, from relationships. Anything I read has to come from some sort of relationship.
Quick question. You gave me your specific answer, but maybe you can give a general answer because maybe it's not something that you do, but you might still see some value in it. There are these companies where writers can pay to have their scripts. I think Inktip might be one of them, where they can put their script online, a little bit of a synopsis, this, that, and the other, and supposedly managers and producers are going through it looking for stuff. Are you aware of them, and do you have any opinion on them?
I'm aware of them, and some people may. I don't utilize them. Sometimes I think about it, because it's kind of fun to discover new talent. I really enjoy that process, but the realities of my day don't really allow me much time to look at things like that. So, like I get a list of new projects from up and coming writers or directors from the Film Independent. Threw me for a minute because they changed their name a few years ago, but from Film Independent, I'll look at those, but even those, I'll carry that booklet around sometimes for 4 months before I have time to look at it. And I do that specifically because it's fun to find new people. But I also can easily do that through networking with people I know, because there's always somebody who will say, oh, I just met this young filmmaker, or, I see things at festivals. A lot of times that's a place to see up and coming talent.
Filmmakers, kind of so you'll see a filmmaker at a festival, a completed film, and then see what else.
Yeah, or a short film. Sometimes I'll see a short film that I really like, and I'll meet somebody at a festival or something like that.
Now, what about pitch festivals and screenplay competitions?
Not something I really, have seen too much of, but I can't say that there's anything wrong with doing them.
Yeah, it's just your personal.
It's just, for me.
What you do.
I hate to admit this, but I don't like to read. But I do, there's always a script to read. So I sort of feel like, I can only go, there's only so much I can look at, and you got to give preference.
Sure.
Basically.
You can watch episode 506 with Steven Wolfe at thestream.tv/filmnut. Film Nut, live Wednesday nights and on demand Thursdays, only on thestream.tv.